Welcome, Capricorn, to Virtual Tarot. I'm Ava, and this is your July reading. We're in the midst of summer, and the world is in bloom. So let's see what is going to happen to you this summer, Capricorn. So I want to welcome you again. If you're new, let me explain a little bit about what goes on here. First of all, there's a link below. Hopefully by the time that you see this, I will have my new website developed and online. If not, of course, that's all right. I'll explain at the end of the month, end of the end of the reading, exactly how you can get in touch with me for a new service that I'm going to offer you, the spiritual counseling. So wait for that at the end. But here at the reading, what I'd like you to know is that I'm going to use 4 cards only to divine the future. This is a spread that I developed because I wanted something that was succinct and pointed and revelatory of important issues that might be coming up. So, and it's also a spread that you can use easily to allow you to learn how to read for yourself, and I highly recommend that you do that with the Weight Rider deck. So we begin. Let's start right away. You put a little randomness into the deck by shuffling. I've already put a few reversals in there, not too many. I prefer that the upright ones are dominant. I've been reading tarot for a very long time, 30 years. I'm a lecturer of the tarot. I'm a spiritual counselor for almost as long, if not longer maybe. And I'm a yoga teacher with a master's certification in yoga. I teach here, now, outdoors. And through my new website, I hope to bring all the modalities that I have of healing together, which is why I call the website grandcentralhealing.com. Hopefully it'll be done by the time you see this. So you put the cards down. You make 3 piles, and then you reassemble them, and you're ready to go, and that's all there is to it. So let's begin. Oh my. In the card of the overall challenge, overall energy, of the month, we have a beautiful card. It's Temperance. See the angel? She's an angel. It's a very spiritual image, is it not? And she's pouring water from one cup to another. It's interesting because last month you had the 8 of Cups. So you were walking away from an unhappy situation, a situation that you had, in fact, invested a great deal of your emotional energy into, but had reached a point where you had made the decision to walk away and to start anew. And Temperance shows that the obstacles in your way will clear. You will have a wide open path before you to walk forward unimpeded by the previous circumstances, obstacles that you felt were in your way. So even if your previous circumstances, the previous situation that you had walked away from, felt insurmountable. You now, in July, have a feeling of open terrain, of the clouds clearing, the fog clearing, the obstacles disappearing. And your inner turmoil, which was the result of that previous circumstance, situation, relationship, now settles down, calms down, rebalances. This is inner balance. This is temperance, tempering your emotional body. And now you'll be open to receive what the universe, if you don't want to say God, what the universe can give you. So you're now open in July to receive the benefit, the goodness, the positive energy that's going to come to you. You stop running after results. And you begin to let things unfold. In their own way. This brings peace of mind. And healing. It's as if you're being showered with divine mercy. And you let go of previous attachments and you allow the good to flow in. Isn't that beautiful? How beautiful for you. You deserve it, Capricorn. Such a good being is the Capricorn. So let's see. Your challenge. Look what your challenge is. The 5 of Pentacles upright. You have depicted 2 beggars, shall we say, that's what they used to be called. Unfortunate ones who are downtrodden, but they are directly underneath a stained glass window of a church. Don't abandon hope. Don't abandon your dreams. Your challenge is to remove the residue of negativity from your mind, which will affect the material world. Banish the negativity from your mind first. And then you'll see your world change. Keep your eyes open for truth. The truth within, the truth about yourself. If you are being held down by self-deprecation, blaming yourself or blaming others for your condition, that will only impede you from receiving the help that's immediately available to you. Is just right there above you. The church represents help, hope, love, and acceptance, friendship. It's right there. So you simply have to look up and see it. Don't look down. Don't look at the material world. Don't sell your soul to the devil for a few shillings. Take care of your body as well. This is about self-nourishment. Eat well. Exercise. That could be your challenge too, to stay healthy. And so let's see what is now in the position of the unexpected. We have the Page of Swords. Interesting. So last month, you might have been garnering new knowledge, new skills, adapting to your new circumstances, your new plan of action, learning. This is a card of learning new skills, but unexpectedly you might have to use or apply your new skills, your new plan, your new situation before it's even ready, before you've had enough time to really develop it to the point where you feel totally confident in it. But for some reason it might find a practical application and you have to use it in a sense. You might have to put perhaps your past skills and knowledge to work, but they might not even suit the new circumstance. That's also a possibility. You see, you're trying to fit your previous skills to a new circumstance and the fit isn't there. Or it can also mean having to learn something new, a new skill, a new set of knowledge to improve your knowledge base at some task, some field, some endeavor. And whenever we learn something new, whenever we take the first steps towards learning something new, there's a level of frustration that's an irritability, perhaps even accompanying that. So keep in mind that's in the process. Stay flexible. Don't get frustrated. But again, it's just a new opportunity perhaps to use the skills that you've either developed before or recently developed, and either it's premature, you don't have the confidence level yet with it, but nonetheless you have to apply them, or you realize that you have to learn something new, or you have to broaden your knowledge base because what you brought into the circumstance or situation is not adequate. That might be. And look what we have at the end. We have the Hierophant as your outcome. The Hierophant, the High Priest, a major arcana card. We have two, we're flanked by two major arcana cards. So it is, and both of them are very spiritual. But this spirituality is different because here you're learning, and it is learning as well. You're learning the doctrines or the principles of a tradition. That could be religious, that could be organizational, like a school, a job, any kind of structured organization. You're learning to adapt, to fit in. And you're learning also to become faithful, to have faith in yourself, to have faith in life. This is also learning the letter of the law. Whatever law, again, that might be, and adhering to the letter of the law. Learning not to abandon your principles. And staying stubbornly sober, serious in a sense. Again, because of the flanking of these two major arcana cards, we have almost the temperance is a sort of a soft discipline, and this is a harder discipline. This is where you actually meet the wall, the structure, and have to plastically adjust to it, bringing what you are, all your skills, all your beliefs, and fitting into, molding into that. Whereas the temperance is about inner molding to higher principles, spiritual principles of conduct, of belief. You know what I'm going to have to do right now? I would like to get up and to find, I'll only abandon you for a moment, but I have neglected to bring over what I want to discuss next. And so I'm going to do that right now. unorthodox, isn't it? But I didn't want to just stop the video for that. This is about you. And so I'm going to wrap up the reading for you and then start on a little bit about who you are again as a member of the Capricorn family. And so I have a few notes. That's what I wanted to get. So again, July is a very sweet spiritual month for you. Maybe even a little bit, when we say spiritual, we don't necessarily mean totally easy. Spirituality is one of the most difficult things you can do. To become a spiritual person is one of the most difficult things you can do. It's demanding because it demands total authenticity. You can't lie to yourself about your growth, about your inner growth. And every experience, every incident is an opportunity for you to grow, to behave better, to do better, to become a better mother, a better father, a better friend. That's what spirituality is. And this is your opportunity this month to become a better person. And you'll love it because the rewards are peace and love. So let's begin your family tree, in a sense. Capricorn, if you'd like to go back last month, I have an introduction to who you are at the end of that reading. And as a continuation of that, I'll start here. So yes, Capricorn is an old soul, older than, you have 9 other incarnations through the signs. We spend time in each one from Aries to Pisces. And at Capricorn, we are as skilled, mastered in the art of living in the physical earth plane as we can get. You're masters of the earth, which is why you make great leaders, why you are kings and queens and presidents and such of companies and countries. You know all about this world. Well, it's also the place at which you are mandated by evolution, spiritual evolution, to come out of the world and to experience yourself as spirit, which is difficult for a Capricorn because they are so at home in the world. This sojourn into the spirit, into the spiritual aspects of the psyche, is a tremendous challenge for the Capricorn. And they can often appear very melancholic, lonely, because of the tremendous weight of that responsibility on them. But, they are as I said, they're old souls. And like people on the planet who are older, they may seem more stern, serious, and they may also not seem to want to take as many chances without careful evaluation and the weighing of all advantages and disadvantages to whatever move they're going to make, like a person who is older. So they also have little tolerance for signs, other people who seem foolhardy, impulsive, or impetuous. Impetuosity is not something they admire. Not everyone, mind you. We're all little composites, but generally speaking, they're self-reliant because they've been here so long. They know the ropes, you see. But this self-reliance can be taken to an extreme, and they may be misread to be aloof or even cold. They're not really. They just may appear to be. And because, again, they're so well versed in the nuances of living, they like to keep things in control. Sometimes they might want to keep you in control. In other words, other people in control. And so they have a drive to take the reins, in a sense, and drive the horse because they know the terrain. They like structure. They're great builders of society, of business, of homes. They build. They're builders. They like structure. But they may want to give structure to others that don't want any structure. So they want to impose structure. This is the tyranny of the Capricorn. It can be. But they are really just trying to help. They're great organizers, leaders, consequently. As long as they don't impose their leadership and lead by example. Right conduct, right intention, to lead by right conduct and right intention. So I'm going to leave it at that, and tell you a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm bringing to you a new service, and that I call spiritual counseling, spiritual care. And I have never done that for you. I've done it person to person wherever I've lived, but I can't do that with an audience all over the world. So to make this possible for you and I to get together heart to heart, soul to soul, I'm going to offer you a half an hour of my spiritual counseling via the phone. Now, if my website isn't finished, then I'm going to provide you the email. You can email me your questions, your concerns, your spiritual needs, the email is grandcentralhealing@gmail.com. It's down below. And what happens then is I look at your concern, your problem, your difficulty, your spiritual need, and I see if what I do, if my skills and knowledge and wisdom is applicable to your concern, whether I can help you. And if I can, then what I do is I email you back, and we mutually find a convenient time where we can telephone one another. We'll exchange that, and then we'll make the connection, and I'll try to help you with my skills, my knowledge, my love. And if you would like, also, there's a link to the council cards below, and that's simply a reinterpretation of this 4-card spread that I've just shared with you, but from a higher spiritual perspective. And that's my little timer telling me that I should wrap it up pretty soon. So for a nominal fee, you can also go to that link and then sign up. I would appreciate that. It helps to support what I do here, and anything that you can do to help support me, I really appreciate. Thank you. Thank you, Capricorn. I love you very much. And I'll see you next month, August, believe it or not.